Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, blessings to you, Akim, out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth, risking your life to do so. All right, and one of the things the scriptures gives us is the counsel of heaven. Right, it tells us who our enemies are, tells us who the enemies of the Lord are. Okay, these people who are currently in our land, if you know, you know, whose name we can't even say really on the internet, but they'll pretty much take down your whole channel, all right, with no recourse, no reversals, nothing, all right. And it's said that they're going to be enemies to the Lord forever, all right. And what we're seeing now, because this is kind of the quiet, somebody already made a statement, oh, the black community has been quiet on this and we won't forget or whatever. Look, you guys have been quiet on issues between us and really all of the tribes. All right, for years, you guys have been sitting in the back, pulling strings, exalting the vilest men from amongst us, to be up under your feet. All right, they talk about they created the NAACP, with look how that turned out. All right, all of these different organizations which are set up to lead Jake astray. All right, but in this particular one, because I watch this guy's channel. You have niggas on here telling their story, trying to get that little $1,000. All right, but this one, reminded me of the scriptures, because Boosie, man, he was given a lot of mercy. All right, but he had cancer, liver cancer or something, because he was in jail smoking synthetic marijuana or some shit. And then eventually, the Lord let him, granted him mercy. Then he, made that dumbass comment that he'd rather eat pork, even though he knows the shit is wrong, and even if God told him not, all of these dumb comments, which really, we understand when the vilest men are in power, the wicked, basically are going to be given these different little seats of fame, and that's exactly what's happening. But in this one, basically this man showing Vlad his entire house, every square foot, this is the whole, the estates and the this and the that. And this man, came out. I remember, that was the wave when Boosie came out. It was more of a southern artist, right? Street knowledge, and everybody was listening to his words, and oh man, he's so wise. And you just showed this man your entire setup. In a second it's about to be wartime, because believe it, there is going to be a recompense to you Jakes who are tied in with Esau, who don't put basically help them out, right? Because they feel like they're at their weakest, which they are. They understand that. All right, that's why the scriptures say, seeing that, said the devil knows he has a short time, will come down upon you like a roaring lion. See, that's the times we're coming in. Right, the times for them to be untouchable and unreachable, and for them to be able to operate without any attention, or those days are over. All right, now information is out there, and their own people are putting out information about themselves. All right, that their tongues shall turn on themselves. All right, this is Sirach 6:13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. And that's the time that we're in, man. To understand, and because like the scriptures say, every man is a friend for his own occasion. All right, we're coming into those times where, people are going to see that, because the Lord is going to bless his men. Right? We might have to go through certain situations, but the Lord is going to bless us, man. He already said he would. My servants will eat. All right, those 7 women, that complete number of women are going to be right on your team, 100%. All right. No, well, there's women, so of course they're going to come with some bullshit, but 100%. All right, because they want to be saved, they want to be delivered, but like the scriptures say, there's a friend for his own occasion. So you got to remember that, man. You got to remember, a lot of these bras, they don't really love you. You know, even now, a lot of these bras, they don't really love you. They love what you can do for them. And that's why you're seeing a lot of these different cases go out. He touched me. He did this to me 10 years ago and 5, 10, 15 years ago. You know, because a lot of these bras are on hard times. They're broke. All right, they don't have any wisdom. Wisdom raineth down skill. They don't have any skills. They never ever been diligent in anything. Of course, they don't have a husband because they've been out in the streets. So now they're sitting up miserable and fucked up and trying to find, you know, some dude she was at the club with, you know, and tried to do something strange for some change, you know, and it didn't work out. And now she wants to, you know, cash out on that. All right, but back to the main point. I might do a lesson on that too. This is 2 Kings 10, and I'm going to start at verse 10. I'm going to just read down. All right, because you have to, Jake is in the wrong spirit. Letting these people come all through your house. And you read the history of redlining and all the shit they were doing and housing segregation and the things that still go on to this day. And you're going to let these devils just come in and record every room in your house. You know, foolish. And Hezekiah answered, "It is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow return backward 10 degrees. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward, by which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz. At that time, Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letters and a present unto Hezekiah, for he had heard that Hezekiah had been sick. And Hezekiah hearkened unto them, and showed them all the house of his precious things, the silver and the gold and the spices and the precious ointment, and all the house of his armor, and all that was found in his treasures. There was nothing in his house nor in all his dominion that Hezekiah showed them not. Then came Isaiah the prophet unto King Hezekiah, and said unto him, What said these men? And from whence came they unto thee? And Hezekiah said, They had come from a far country, even from Babylon. So he told them where he got them, showed them all his riches and treasure. And he said, What have they seen in thy house? And Hezekiah answered, All the things that are in mine house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them. And Isaiah said unto Hezekiah, Hear the word of the Lord. Behold, the days come that all that is in thine house, and that which thy fathers have laid up in store unto this day, shall be carried into Babylon. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon, which is an extra insult. Because when you look up a eunuch, all right, and I hope they put some shit in the turkey for you niggas, man. You niggas and spigots. I hope they put some shit in these turkeys. All right, but a eunuch, which we know what that is, you know, from an unused root meaning to castrate. All right, saras, which from an unused word. What's the word of that? No, that's not what I want. Meaning to castrate, especially of the female apartments. So what they would do is they would have a man appointed to watch over, like it says, as a eunuch burns for a virgin. They would have a man to watch over the virgins, or the women's female apartments, and they would clip them to make sure, you know, it wasn't no funny business. That's an extra insult. You got to be around a bunch of beautiful women with no nothing. All right, they done clipped you. You know, whether, you know, it be, they clipped you. I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right, extra. Because why the fuck would you show this heathen king all of these riches that the Lord grants you, then you even showed him some stuff from his land. So now he like, oh shit, hold up, man. You know, that's foolish. You don't show these devils, no, man. It's none of their damn business. That's why this whole system is wicked, this whole W-2, and they want you to show them everything. Okay, we want to know everything that came in and everything that went out. And did you make any money over here? And did you, you know, how much money is in this account? All right, and that's what these people are going to eventually sign up to do. They're going to put that charagma in them so they can buy and sell, and that they can be part of his digital system so he can see everything about you. They can see where you go, where you're at, what you do, what you spend, what you buy, what you sell through. All right, it says, then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord which thou hast spoken. And he said, is it not good if peace and truth be in my days? And the rest of the acts of Hezekiah and all his might, and how he made a pool and a conduit, and brought water into the city, are they not written in the books of the chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Hezekiah slept with his fathers, and Manasseh his son reigned in his stead. And eventually we went into captivity under Babylon. All right. And that's what happens when scriptures say, set them not at thy right hand. Every lane, every country, right? Like the story of Mordecai and Haman and Esther, you know, that's what Esau was doing. They sent the Amalekite, right, to be at the right hand of the king, to be his right hand man. A lot of these countries, you see the same thing. They go in, we can be your right hand man, we can establish a banking system, we can do all that. And the whole thing is predicated upon the US dollar or whatever balance that they say it is. That's why that it was that famous quote from one of the Rothschilds. He said, what? I care not who makes the laws, give me power over the money. All right? Give me power over the currency. You control what people buy and sell. You control, you know, who gets to eat what. You know, people that do a lot of things, man. You got a lot of hoes and harlots out here now. And over here in Chicago. And many other places too, but just speaking on Chicago, I've been seeing a lot more. All right, that's a trendy thing. You know, these bitches are rebellious, and now you have to make a certain lifestyle choice and go into that lane because you didn't want to humble down and you didn't want to play your role. All right, a lot of you are going to be destroyed. You know, and that's why we need mercy, man. The men of the kingdom of Israel, the women too. A lot of you women need mercy, and you better move like it. All right, now's not the time to be buddy with these people. Now's the time to return to your power and pray to him for mercy in the times come. All right, like it said, Peter said, will now be converted, strengthen thy brethren. All right, but I'm going to leave it right there. Lord willing, this edifying call, La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. All right, don't be in that boosty spirit. Shalom.